It's like the Wild West out there, Coach Thompson muttered, running a hand through his salt and pepper hair. The veteran basketball coach, a man who had dedicated his life to molding young athletes, felt a knot of unease in his stomach. The game he loved, the game he knew, was changing. For decades, the world of college sports had operated under a specific set of rules. Student athletes, as they were called, dedicated themselves to their sport, their team, and their education, all while adhering to strict amateurism guidelines. But the introduction of name, image, and likeness, or NIL, deals had upended the established order, leaving many coaches, like Coach Thompson, grappling with a new and uncertain reality. The locker room, once a sanctuary of camaraderie and shared goals, now buzzed with whispers of endorsement deals and brand partnerships. The focus, Coach Thompson feared, was shifting from team unity to individual gain. The soul of college sports, he worried, was at stake. The concept of NIL, while seemingly simple on the surface, represented a seismic shift in the landscape of college athletics. For years, student athletes, despite generating billions of dollars in revenue for their universities and the NCAA, were prohibited from profiting off their own name, image, or likeness. This long-standing rule, often criticized as exploitative, came under increasing scrutiny, particularly as the commercialization of college sports reached new heights. Advocates for NIL argued that student athletes, many of whom came from disadvantaged backgrounds, deserved the right to capitalize on their talent and hard work, just like their professional counterparts. In 2021, the dam finally broke. The NCAA, facing mounting pressure from state legislatures and the threat of legal challenges, adopted an interim policy allowing student athletes to profit from their NIL. This landmark decision ushered in a new era in college sports, one where athletes could now sign endorsement deals, launch their own brands, and monetize their social media presence. While the introduction of NIL was lauded by many as a long overdue step towards fairness, it was met with a mix of apprehension and outright resistance from some corners of the coaching world. For coaches like Coach Thompson, who had built their careers on the traditional values of college athletics, NIL represented a fundamental shift in the coach-athlete dynamic. One of the primary concerns voiced by coaches was the potential impact of NIL on team unity. With players now able to secure individual endorsement deals, some coaches worried that locker rooms would become breeding grounds for jealousy, resentment, and a corrosive sense of entitlement. The fear was that the pursuit of individual riches would overshadow the collective pursuit of championships, eroding the very fabric of team sports. Another major point of contention was the impact of NIL on recruiting. In the past, coaches could sell recruits on the strength of their program's history, the quality of their coaching, and the promise of academic excellence. Now they found themselves having to compete with boosters and businesses, armed with lucrative NIL deals, for the hearts and minds of top prospects. The concerns expressed by coaches were not merely hypothetical. In the wake of NIL's implementation, stories began to emerge from college campuses across the country, illustrating both the promises and the potential pitfalls of this new paradigm. One high-profile example involved a star quarterback who transferred to a rival school after reportedly receiving a multi-million-dollar NIL offer. This incident sent shockwaves through the college football world, raising questions about competitive balance and the potential for a bidding war for elite talent. "It's turning into a free-for-all," lamented one veteran coach, speaking on condition of anonymity. "We're not just competing against other schools anymore, we're competing against corporations with unlimited resources." The influx of money into college sports also raised concerns about potential exploitation, particularly of young and impressionable athletes. Stories surfaced of athletes signing unfavorable deals or being taken advantage of by unscrupulous agents or businesses.